each pass doesn't have to be an assist. He should just find the open man.
We're tied at 11. We'll be right back after this break.
Back here in the Big Dome, you're watching the PBA live on Solar TV, and here's a quick report on the Coffee Masters. In spite of the many distractions hounding their team, Coach Junel and the rest of the Coffee Masters are still grateful that they're still in contention. Though they're still struggling in trying to win games, Coach Junel said that as long as there is a small window of opportunity open, Barako Energy Coffee will definitely give their all. For tonight's crucial game, they will try to match the defensive intensity of B-Meg, try to keep the game close so they have a better chance of winning, and try to give their best in all departments, because for the Coffee Masters, regardless of the outcome, it's how they play the game that matters most. Vito?
Thank you for that report, Chiki. We've got 5 minutes and 53 still remaining in the first quarter, tied at 11.
The hand that's been dealt to Barako Energy Coffee, if this was Texas Hold'em, basically they need runner just to be able to get a good hand. It's so tough. In their last game, had Talk and Text, #1 team in the league.
Right.
And right now they have B-Meg Derby Ace, which could end up #2 in the league.
And Al Vergara.
And Vito, even if they win this game, they're going to face an Air 21 team that looks like it has turned the corner with their import.
And that should be a heck of a game. I mean, you've got two teams that will literally be fighting for survival. As James Yap hits the floor, he'll be rewarded with a couple of free throws. And Rob Reyes picking up his second personal. James Yap making a case for MVP here in this Fiesta conference with the numbers he's been putting up. But having a little trouble from the free throw line here in this first quarter as Roger Yap checks in for B-Meg Derby Ace. And Romel Aducol also coming in for the in-ball game for the first time. Yap makes the adjustment. That free throw shot brought to you by B-Meg Derby Ace Premium Formula. Dito ka na sa Llamados. Coffee Masters back on offense here. Gako looking for a way in, but we've got a foul away from the ball. Looks like it's going to be on Roger Yap. And KG Canaleta, one of the guys we were talking about at the top of the coverage, that blue-collar performance that really helped B-Meg Derby Ace pull off the win over Barangay Ginebra. He's in the ball game now.
And I think for B-Meg, they've really been able to find out how to utilize their lineup in terms of how many minutes each guy needs, and that's why they've become successful.
And Sammy Monroe earning dividends from his perseverance down low. He's got 2 free throws coming up. And strangely, still no sign from Barako Energy Coffee's top scorer the last time around, Leon Horda. Monroe goes 2 for 2 from the line. And it's now a 3-point lead for the Barako Energy Coffee Masters. Brown quickly to Canaleta. Aducol, no room to move on the baseline, and it's tapped away by Gako.
Good job on the part of Barako Energy Coffee to move their feet by playing that 2-3 zone of theirs.
8 seconds to work here for the B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados. Roger Yap, quick conversion.
Well, the strange thing is, you knew he was going to go to that shot, but then very difficult to stop because he glides in the air, gets to the spot in which he can use the glass.
The Coffee Masters, that is. They're going to strike back here. Rob Reyes can't get it to go. A nice battle underneath, this time won by Jerwin Gako. Drawing the foul of Cliff Brown.
Actually had the opportunity to do that talk and text game against Barako Energy Coffee. And very early on, you can see that Barako Energy Coffee playing with much more fight compared to that game.
Sure. Rico Meyerhofer now on the floor for B-Meg Derby Ace, and Sammy Monroe draws another foul.
His first miss of 15 foul on B-Meg Derby Ace. 2 because Sammy Monroe.
Well, Sammy Monroe really looking like he's putting that terrible night last week behind him. I mean, Monroe in that game against Talk and Text went to the free throw line 3 times.
So that also shows you the aggressiveness of a player.
Right.
Especially a guy like Sammy Monroe.
4 minutes and 17 now remaining in the first quarter. Barako Energy Coffee still with the lead, 16-14. A lead that B-Meg Derby Ace can quickly take here. Inside to a Duplo, quick pass to Cliff Brown for the finish.
There's not a lot of shooters on the floor right now for B-Meg Derby Ace, but they did a good job of moving that basketball, and the big men continuously cut in that situation. That's why they got that shot.
Monroe, the pass to Wainwright for 3. Quickly to Meyerhofer. Canaleta, his first three-point attempt is good.
I mentioned there's not a lot of three-point shooters on the floor for B-Meg Derby Ace, but the one three-point shooter that you have to be careful with is KG Canaleta. Remember, he was 3 out of 3.
That's right.
Against Barangay Ginebra. That makes it 4 out of 4 in his last 4 attempts.
And nice aggressive move inside by Jerwin Gako. And Gako may have landed a little awkwardly here on his left foot as he hobbles down court. On the other end, KG Canaleta is about to get a couple of free throws. He might actually get more than a couple if that was a three-point attempt. Yes.
It's just a poor foul on the part of Al Vergara. He wanted to give up that foul because Jerwin Gako was hurt and wasn't going to be able to go down, but then he fouled a shooter in the act of shooting.
Jerwin Gako visibly in pain here. And hopefully we'll get an update on his status a little later on in the meantime. Chad Alonso now checking in for Barako Energy Coffee. So Canaleta making 2 of 3. And now the B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados are ahead by 3. Monroe didn't use the high screen. And that ball has been in his hands for quite some time now. 5 seconds left. The late pass inside to Alonso. Will he have time? No. It's taken away. And the B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados doing what they do best, and that is lock down on their opponents. 2 minutes and 39 remaining. It's a 3-point lead for B-Meg Derby Ace.
In deference to the presidential inauguration on Wednesday, June 30th, we have decided not to hold any games on Wednesday, June 30th. So the playoffs originally scheduled for that day will be played on Friday, July 2nd at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium.
So there you have it, the official announcement. There will be no games played this Wednesday. So on a rare occasion, the players actually get to enjoy the holiday this Wednesday. And so it's off to the Ninoy Aquino Stadium this Friday for those playoff games. The only question that needs to be answered now is who's playing this Friday?
Now we have one matchup, Barangay Ginebra against Rainer Shine. Now, obviously it's gonna be a double header.
Yes. Could be B-Meg Derby Ace versus San Miguel.